So welcome to another video, full day of eating. I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day, starting from breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything in between. Here it is. Right now we're in the kitchen, got the boiling water going. We're about to have breakfast. It's around 10 a.m. Usual day I'll wake up around 6:45. Wait about 2 to 3 hours before I eat. I used to eat like straight away within the hour, but recently I've been just like giving it a bit of a break, like waiting a little bit. And I found that my focus is a lot better. I feel a lot better before I eat and after I eat as well. So I've been enjoying this. I wouldn't really call it like a fast, but a little bit of a fast if you want to call it that. Right now we're cooking up some breakfast. We've got, as usual, some oats. I'm about to measure that out. We got the water just boiling on the pot. Gonna measure out the raw oats, about 120 grams. Cook that up with some protein powder and some almond milk, of course. Dairy-free kings and queens out there. And yeah, some fruit as well. And get going with meal number one. So an easy way to do this is kind of like, most of you probably know this, but if you don't, what you do is, instead of like pouring the thing out and trying to measure a good amount, you take the bowl, put it on the scale, you click 0, so it's reset, and then you literally just take the thing and do that until you get to the number 120 exactly. Or another way of doing that is you can do it in the reverse. So you can put that on there, take this out obviously, put that to 0, put the oats to 0 on the scale, and then you just take out, and then it'll obviously be negative because the weight's getting less and less, but you just go till you see the same number, it's 120 in there. Easy weighing kind of hacks. And then we pop that in the pot. You want like a little bit of water, that should be enough water, just so that it like covers the oats. You don't want too much that it's too watery, and then you have to kind of like cook it for a long time and it just kills it. But like obviously depending on how you like your oats, I don't like mine too runny, I don't like it too stiff, kind of just like nice, fluffy, thick, yeah. So yeah, cooking the oats, I'll cook that for about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll see what it looks like. Another note, I don't know how many of you weigh your food, but I tend to just weigh everything. I don't really track as much anymore. I used to do it with like all the time, but lately I've kind of just gotten to a point where I kind of know exactly what I eat. I know the calories of pretty much everything because it's like mostly the same stuff every day. So I've stopped like tracking on an app like MyFitnessPal, but I still use my scale every day. That kind of just helps me take note of the quantities that I'm eating, and that in my head keeps that like calorie counter in a way ticking away. So I kind of know vaguely how much calories I'm eating in total in the day. Maybe I'll include a bit of calories in this just because it's a full day of eating. So yeah, the calorie, we'll get to that when we start eating. Okay, so the oats is done. This is how it's kind of looking, like that. See, it's a little bit like thick. Yeah, that's how I like it. You'll see there's also like if you're wondering, there's like a cinnamon stick in here. I like putting a couple spices in my oats as well, just for flavor, it makes it nice so that it's not so bland. Yeah, I put like a cinnamon stick. I'll put a little bit of cinnamon powder in the water sometimes. I didn't do it today, but sometimes I do it. I'll put a little bit on top as well. Cardamom powder in there as well, just for some extra flavor. Secret ingredient, makes it really nice, so definitely try that out. I like topping my oats off with some fruit, so we got some berries. Probably one of my favorite fruits, to be honest. Yeah, it's just like super low calorie, super tasty. I don't think there's anything bad you can say about berries. And then some cinnamon. So oats is done. So we got our oats just like that. We got our protein powder. with some almond milk, just like that. And protein powder that I use is Nutritech Double Dutch Cocoa, so the chocolate vegan protein powder. Vegan protein powder, I've done plenty of videos on that. Just go to my Instagram, check it out. Reason why I don't eat dairy, blah blah blah. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, almond milk, protein powder, oats. Time to eat. Okay, so we're ready to eat. We got our oats, we got our protein powder, and a kiwi, just because, you know, I like my fruit in the morning. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. About to try this meal. Get this down. Meal number 1. Macros for this meal are on the screen right here. Yeah, see you at meal number 2. All right, so it's just gone past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm about to make meal number 2 for the day. What we're gonna have is 2 cans of light meat shredded tuna. Super fancy, I know. With probably about a couple of these Woolworths wraps. These are usually the multi-seed wraps. These are usually the ones that I like. If I don't have any rice, I don't have any rice prepped. So unfortunately, those wraps are just what's gonna have to do. I'll have that with some spice that, well, I'll show you exactly how we're gonna do it. So tuna going down with some wraps. This is lunch. Let's get it ready. So we got 2 cans of tuna. Why 2 cans? Just because I'm a glutton and 1 can is not enough for me. Literally the only reason. So yeah, gonna drain this. I literally take all the water out, just because I don't want any of that water, basically. Because like a lot of the salt is in there, and we don't need that much sodium. Sodium's good, but not that much. Okay, so quick little update. I filmed everything, not everything, but like this entire process of me putting the tuna out of the can in here, showing you all the sauces, everything I put into this. But it turns out that this genius didn't flip the camera around. So the camera was facing the wall behind you, and I was just speaking in the background. So I'm gonna run you through exactly what I did all over again, showing you everything I used. So what I did from the beginning was emptied 2 cans of tuna, not very difficult, into this bowl. I then added some lemon juice. You can use an actual whole lemon if you want. Maybe it tastes a bit better, I don't know, but I don't care. So I'm gonna use this bottled lemon juice, squeeze a bit of that in there. Then we're gonna add some spices, some peri peri chili seasoning from Woolworths, sprinkle a bit of that in there. Some Italian herbs as well, sprinkle that in there, just for a bit of that herby flavor. And then the secret sauce, some Valentina salsa picante, you know, a little bit of few drops in there, you know, just for that little bit of extra chili flavor. The secret sauce, ketchup, just a little bit in there for that tomatoey flavor. And then the one thing that usually goes in here, which I don't have any of, it doesn't really change the flavor too much. It still tastes pretty good without it, but it's a bit better with it, is the white wine vinegar. Usually use the one from Woolworths. I'll maybe put it up on the screen. Maybe you can add some in there yourself when you do make this. Or don't make it without it, just use everything I've used. It'll taste just as good. So yeah, that's what we've done. I've put the wraps, taken the wraps out of the air fryer. I forgot them in there for a bit, so they're a little bit crispy, but I guess we're having crispy wraps. Next up, we got some avocado, you know, some avocado. I'm gonna put that in there. Slice up about 50 grams. So the 2 cans of tuna comes up to around 170 grams if you drain the water, like this Checkers brand. So 170 grams, which is like, I don't know, less than 200 calories. And then I'm gonna put in, geez, this avo's brown. I'm gonna put in about 50 grams of that. Not too much fats, like added fats, because we're having the wraps, and the wraps already have some fat in them. So we try to keep that on the low, rather have the carbs and the protein a bit higher. But yeah, and then some greens as well, like some lettuce or spinach, whichever, for health. I wouldn't really say flavor, but yeah, you know what I'm talking, you know what I mean. So that goes in there. Oh, man, the bloody scale wasn't even on. God damn, bro. God damn, man. So apparently that's like 47 grams. Okay, whatever. I'll just put that in there. Okay, so that's about 50 grams of avocado in there, and now I've opted for lettuce instead of spinach. Yeah, this stuff is literally just water. So yeah, use as much of this as you like. Not too much, I thought it was too leafy, but yeah, just add it in. I'm gonna add that in and then show you what the final product looks like when we're about to eat. Okay, so we're sitting down, ready to eat. This is what we're working with. We got some tuna, 2 cans of tuna, about 170 grams, with avocado, 50 grams, and lettuce. And I got 3 wraps. Sometimes I will put the tuna in the wraps, but I've really gotten to a point now where I couldn't be asked, because it's going down to the same place and I'm hungry, and all of that little diddle daddle takes extra time, and I don't care about that. So we've got the tuna, we got the wraps, all separate. We're gonna eat it together like a salad with some, like, I don't know, air fried tortilla chips in a way. Yeah, gonna get this meal down. Meal number 3. The macros and calories are right here on the screen. See you for meal number 4. I also wanted to say, I'm sure some of you are probably, that have been following me maybe for a while, I don't know, you've seen some of my other content, you're probably a bit surprised that like these meals that I eat, the food that I eat, it's not really very fancy, you know? A lot of the stuff you see online, social media especially, is like very fancy, all these like organized, meal prepped, like pre-prepped, fancy meals, in their little containers, all their bright colors, things like that. You know, honestly, all that is nice. It's like cool and this and that. But you get to a point where it's like, you just start eating for function, you know, literally. Obviously a little bit of flavor. This is definitely tasty. I do enjoy this, but like at some point you stop caring about the fanciness, this and that, all these little fancy containers, bright colors, this and that. You just care about getting your calories in, eating in a sustainable way, what you enjoy, and that's really all that matters. So don't really be too fussed about whether your food looks fancy, whether it looks nice, whether it looks colorful, all this and that, where you add these nice containers or not. Just do what you need to do, eat what you need to eat, and get shit done. That's all you need to worry about. Okay, welcome to meal number 3. My personal favorite meal of the day. Also my usual post-workout meal of the day. And that is cornflakes. So I will be having about 3 servings. I think that's like 120 grams. which is like around 60, 70, maybe 76 grams of carbs. And then with that, I'll have like a serving of protein powder, almond milk in there. Tastes kind of like chocolate milk, so tastes good. Getting my calories in. This meal is kind of just like a calorie fill-in kind of meal for me, because if I don't have it, then I'm on the back foot in terms of like getting my calories in for the day. So a nice tasty meal to have at this point in the afternoon. It's like past 5. Usually I get back from gym at this time. So yeah, cornflakes, protein, powder, some milk. Let's get it. Two scoops. Almond breeze for the boys. This is the most important part. Making your like chocolate milk in a way out of the protein. So you put the protein with the almond milk, stir that up. Oh, shake that up, and then you add it in. So it's already mixed. You're getting it a powder taste, no lumps, just like that. And there you have it. Meal number 3, calories and macros are right there. Enjoy. Finish your food, big boy. Okay, last meal for the day. Going down right now. We've got quite a good meal. We've got some tomato relish. We've got some rice, and we've got fish. Gonna have about, well, I've already dished my rice out. It's about 300 grams. I'm not training at the moment because you can probably hear I'm a bit sick, so I'm gonna try and keep the calories up, not lose anything over the next few days. Yeah, aim for about 150 to 200 grams of fish, and then just whatever amount of this. Gonna get this meal down on the lower calorie side with some salad down there. Show you what the final product looks like, and yeah. Okay, last meal of the day, about to go down. We have got, this is what we're working with. We got 300 grams of rice, 190 grams of fish, and we've got some sauce just for taste, and a bit of salad for greens and health, you know. So yeah, gonna get this meal down right now. Macros and calories are right there, and that's the full day of eating. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more, and